Imagine a bike so powerful and agile that it redefined the entire superbike category from the moment it launched. A machine that dared to push boundaries, delivering raw power, impeccable control, and a design philosophy that captivated riders across the world. That's the Yamaha R1. Since its debut in 1998, the Yamaha R1 has dominated the scene, not just as a powerhouse on the road, but as a benchmark in the evolution of sports bikes. With its compact build, impressive power-to-weight ratio, and innovative technologies, the R1 became an icon in the Yamaha lineup and a fierce competitor in the motorcycle industry. Today, we're diving deep into the R1's evolution, from its revolutionary first model to the cutting-edge features of the latest R1s, which have kept Yamaha at the forefront of innovation. What has made each generation of this bike so unique? And how has the R1 consistently maintained its reputation as one of the top superbikes in the world? Stick around as we uncover the legacy, changes, and competitive edge that make the Yamaha R1 a true legend on two wheels. In the late 1990s, Yamaha found itself at a pivotal moment. The motorcycle industry was evolving rapidly, with fierce competition from brands like Honda and Suzuki. To stand out, Yamaha needed something truly extraordinary. They already had a solid reputation with models like the YZF-R1, but they were looking to make a bold statement in the superbike world with a machine that could redefine the 1000cc class. This is where Kunihiko Miwa, Yamaha's lead engineer and the visionary behind the R1 project, stepped in. Kunihiko Miwa had a clear goal: to build a superbike that would combine incredible power with unprecedented agility and handling. He led a team of talented engineers, all driven by a shared mission to craft a bike that could deliver exhilarating speed without compromising on control. Miwa's team included Yoshikazu Koike, the chief designer responsible for the sleek, aggressive styling that would give the R1 its signature look. Together, they set out to design a bike that would not only compete, but would set a new standard for superbikes. The result was the Yamaha R1, released in 1998. This bike was revolutionary in every sense of the word. Miwa and his team developed a compact, lightweight chassis with a groundbreaking stacked gearbox design that allowed them to shorten the engine and create a more balanced, agile machine. With its powerful inline-4 engine producing 150 horsepower, the R1 immediately became the lightest and most powerful bike in its class, transforming the concept of the superbike. The R1's design philosophy was inspired by Yamaha's racing heritage, but Miwa and Koike wanted to bring the thrill of racing to everyday riders. They focused on weight distribution, achieving a balanced ride that felt natural and responsive. Every component was carefully crafted to minimize weight without compromising on performance, from the ultralight aluminum frame to the aerodynamic fairings. This was Yamaha's first no-compromises superbike, prioritizing both power and agility. As soon as the R1 hit the market, it became an instant sensation. Riders and reviewers were blown away by its combination of power, agility, and handling. Unlike other superbikes of the time, which often traded maneuverability for raw speed, the R1 delivered both, thanks to Miwa and Koike's innovative design approach. The industry took note, and the R1's introduction forced competitors to rethink their approach to performance and handling. The R1 wasn't just about performance, it was a work of art. Yoshikazu Koike's vision for the bike's aesthetic was a blend of sharp lines, minimalist elements, and an aggressive stance that gave it undeniable road presence. With its sleek, aerodynamic look, the R1 exuded speed even at a standstill. It was clear that this was a bike built not only to be fast, but to look fast. The success of the R1's debut model was staggering, with record sales and a devoted following that would grow with each new generation. Miwa's vision had set the stage for the Yamaha R1 to become an icon, and with Koike's design, the R1 was poised to be more than just a bike. It was a revolution. This marked the beginning of a legacy, with each subsequent generation of the R1 bringing new innovations that would keep Yamaha at the forefront of the superbike industry. After the explosive success of the 1998 R1, Yamaha faced the challenge of refining a superbike that had already set such high standards. Each new iteration of the R1 needed to honor its legacy while pushing performance and technology further. Under the guidance of Kunihiko Miwa and his team, Yamaha continued to refine the R1, enhancing its design, power, and handling to maintain its competitive edge. TAR 1999 R1, minor refinements for greater control. In 1999, Yamaha made subtle yet impactful adjustments to the R1's design to enhance handling and control. These changes were primarily focused on the suspension system and fine-tuning the bike's weight distribution. The aim was to make the R1 even more responsive to the rider's inputs, building on the initial 1998 model's strength without major design changes. This model retained its aggressive styling and groundbreaking power-to-weight ratio, solidifying the R1's reputation among sports bike enthusiasts as a machine built for both speed and handling. 2000 model, a sharper, more aggressive R1. The year 2000 saw the first significant update to the R1, with Yamaha focusing on a sharper aesthetic and improved handling. Yoshikazu Koike revisited the bike's design, adding a more aggressive stance with edgier lines and sharper angles that gave the R1 a commanding look on the road. This model received enhancements to its suspension, which improved cornering stability and made the bike even more agile, especially at high speeds. The R1's compact and lightweight design was preserved, but with these adjustments, Yamaha was able to provide riders with a more balanced and comfortable ride, appealing to both track enthusiasts and street riders. 2002 R1, lighter and faster. In 2002, Yamaha introduced a major upgrade to the R1 that took advantage of advances in fuel injection technology. This model featured a more powerful engine, refined to deliver smoother, more controlled acceleration. Yamaha also made extensive efforts to reduce weight, shaving off several kilograms by using lighter materials and rethinking the bike's design from the inside out. The 2002 R1's upgraded fuel injection system provided a more responsive throttle, allowing for precise control at various speeds and ensuring that the bike delivered consistent power. This model was faster, lighter, and more maneuverable than ever, pushing the boundaries of what riders could expect from a production superbike. 2004 R1, the redesign that raised the bar. In 2004, Yamaha launched one of the most significant R1 updates to date, driven by the need to stay competitive as other manufacturers were releasing increasingly powerful superbikes. The 2004 R1 introduced a longer swing arm, which improved stability during high-speed cornering and made the bike feel more planted on the road. Engineers retuned the engine to produce an impressive 172 horsepower, setting a new standard for power in the litter bike category. This model also featured a ram air intake system, enhancing performance at high speeds by increasing airflow to the engine. But Yamaha didn't stop at performance. Yoshikazu Koike took the bike's aesthetics to another level, giving it a sleek, aerodynamic fairing that looked both aggressive and modern. The new design emphasized the bike's powerful stance, with twin underseat exhausts that not only looked striking but also contributed to a more balanced weight distribution. This was the R1 for a new era, a superbike that combined cutting-edge performance with show-stopping design, solidifying Yamaha's place at the top of the superbike market. 2005 tweaks to an already stellar formula. Building on the success of the 2004 model, the 2005 R1 received a series of minor tweaks that made it even more refined. The bike's frame was adjusted slightly for improved rigidity, which enhanced stability and handling at high speeds. Yamaha also updated the braking system, adding more powerful calipers to improve stopping power. Though these changes were subtle, they made the 2005 R1 an even more formidable machine on the road and track. With each model released in the early 2000s, Yamaha demonstrated its commitment to innovation, refining the R1 year after year to stay at the forefront of performance. Kunihiko Miwa and Yoshikazu Koike's combined vision and dedication to excellence ensured that the R1 continued to evolve while staying true to the qualities that made it a legend from the start. By 2005, the R1 had not only become a staple in the sports bike market, but was also setting the benchmark for what a superbike could and should be. With its increasingly powerful engines, advanced electronics, and sleek aerodynamic design, The R1 was no longer just a superbike. It was a symbol of Yamaha's engineering prowess and commitment to pushing boundaries. Each iteration of the R1 added something new, making it a bike that not only kept up with the competition, but often left them trailing behind. As the mid-2000s rolled in, Yamaha faced a new challenge. The competition was catching up. Brands like Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki were releasing increasingly sophisticated superbikes, and Yamaha knew they needed to innovate to keep the R1 at the top. Kunihiko Miwa and his team were back at the drawing board, determined to bring even more advanced features to the R1 lineup. The result? Some of the most significant innovations in the R1's history. 2006 R1, improved handling and balance. In 2006, Yamaha introduced another update to the R1 that focused on refining its handling and balance. The R1's chassis and suspension were revised to improve stability and cornering performance, two areas critical to riders who wanted precision on both the road and track. Yamaha engineers increased the bike's rigidity by making subtle changes to the frame and swing arm, which improved high-speed stability without sacrificing the agility that the R1 was known for. This model also saw minor updates to the brakes, enhancing stopping power and giving riders more control during aggressive maneuvers. The 2006 model maintained the sleek, aggressive look introduced in 2004, but with slight refinements in aerodynamics. Yamaha's goal was to continue evolving the R1's identity without straying too far from its roots. With these updates, the R1 stayed competitive, but Yamaha knew they needed to go even further to stay ahead of the pack. 2007 R1, a new era with the cross-plane crankshaft. 2007 marked a turning point for the R1, as Yamaha introduced a feature that would forever change the superbike market, the cross-plane crankshaft. Inspired by Yamaha's MotoGP technology, the cross-plane crankshaft was designed to give the engine a unique firing order that improved torque delivery and made power more predictable, especially in lower RPMs. This innovation was led by Masao Furusawa, Yamaha's MotoGP technical director, who brought racing-level engineering to the R1, making it an even more formidable machine. The cross-plane crankshaft created a smoother and more linear power curve, giving riders more confidence when accelerating out of corners. This design allowed for better traction and stability, especially during high-speed turns. The R1 with the cross-plane crankshaft was a huge hit with track enthusiasts, as it delivered an experience that felt closer to Yamaha's race bikes. It was Yamaha's way of merging racing technology with a consumer-friendly superbike, and the results were nothing short of revolutionary. 2009 R1, embracing advanced electronics. In 2009, Yamaha took another big step forward by incorporating advanced electronics into the R1. This model featured Yamaha's D-mode system, which allowed riders to switch between different engine maps depending on their riding conditions. With 3 selectable modes, Standard, A mode, and B mode, riders could adjust the R1's throttle response and power delivery to match their preferences or the demands of the road. Yamaha also focused on weight reduction with the 2009 model, using lighter materials in the frame and exhaust to make the bike more agile and responsive. The 2009 R1 was the perfect blend of power and control, combining the raw performance of the cross-plane engine with the adaptability provided by Yamaha's new electronics. This model set a new standard for electronic controls in the superbike market and showcased Yamaha's commitment to keeping the R1 on the cutting edge. 2010 R1, refinements in power and handling. By 2010, the R1 had established itself as a leader in the superbike market, but Yamaha wasn't ready to rest on its laurels. The 2010 R1 saw further refinements in both power and handling. Engineers made adjustments to the engine's tuning to improve throttle response, making the bike more manageable at low speeds while preserving its high-end power. This was particularly appreciated by street riders who needed the bike to be both thrilling and versatile. Yamaha also continued to refine the bike's handling, making minor adjustments to the frame and suspension to improve stability. These tweaks, though subtle, demonstrated Yamaha's dedication to perfecting every aspect of the R1's design. The 2010 model offered an even more balanced ride, making it a favorite among riders who valued both performance and control. 2011 R1 stability and control at high speeds. In 2011, Yamaha introduced another small but significant upgrade, the addition of a slipper clutch. This feature reduced rear-wheel hop during aggressive downshifting, making it easier for riders to maintain control when decelerating quickly. The slipper clutch was especially useful on the track, where downshifting into tight corners at high speeds demanded precision and control. This addition was yet another nod to Yamaha's racing heritage and their commitment to bringing MotoGP-inspired features to the R1 lineup. With the 2011 model, Yamaha solidified the R1's reputation as a superbike that was not only powerful, but also packed with features that improved stability and control. From the cross-plane crankshaft to advanced electronics and the addition of a slipper clutch, the R1 had transformed from a pure power machine into a refined, high-tech superbike that offered an unparalleled riding experience. These mid-2000s models exemplified Yamaha's relentless pursuit of innovation. Under the leadership of engineers like Kunihiko Miwa and Masao Furusawa, the R1 continued to evolve, incorporating groundbreaking technology that kept it competitive in an ever-changing market. Yamaha had managed to balance power, agility, and control, delivering a bike that appealed to racers and street riders alike. And as we'll see in the next generation, the R1's story was far from over. As the motorcycle industry entered the 2010s, Yamaha faced a new wave of competition, particularly with advancements in electronic rider aids and performance management systems. For the R1 to remain at the forefront, Yamaha needed to integrate cutting-edge technology without compromising the raw, thrilling performance that defined the model. Kunihiko Miwa and the Yamaha engineering team continued their quest to create a superbike that could dominate both on the road and track, setting new standards for performance and control. 2012 R1, new electronics and traction control. The 2012 model brought Yamaha's first significant step into advanced electronic rider aids. This R1 featured a new traction control system, allowing riders to select from 7 levels of intervention to suit various conditions and riding styles. Yamaha's goal was to give riders more confidence in challenging environments like wet or gravelly roads, without sacrificing the exhilarating power of the cross-plane crankshaft engine. In addition to traction control, Yamaha fine-tuned the bike's ergonomics and made subtle adjustments to the exhaust system for improved weight distribution and balance. This model retained the powerful 998cc engine and the signature cross-plane crankshaft, but with the added safety and performance benefits of electronic assistance. The 2012 R1 balanced raw power with precision, offering riders a taste of the future of motorcycling. Toss in 2015, the revolutionary R1 and R1M models. 2015 marked a major turning point for the R1, with Yamaha introducing a complete redesign that included not one but 2 models, the standard R1 and the track-focused R1M. This redesign was inspired by Yamaha's MotoGP technology, with Masao Furusawa and the racing engineering team bringing high-performance, race-ready features to the production line. The 2015 R1 was fitted with a suite of advanced electronics that made it one of the most technologically sophisticated superbikes on the market. Both models featured Yamaha's new 6-axis inertial measurement unit, IMU, which enabled precise real-time monitoring of the bike's movement in 6 directions. This data allowed for advanced control systems, including lean-sensitive traction control, slide control, launch control, and wheelie control. These features brought riders closer to the performance level of Yamaha's MotoGP machines, giving the R1 an unparalleled sense of control and adaptability. The 2015 R1M took things even further. Designed specifically for track use, the R1M included Öhlins electronic racing suspension, ERS, which automatically adjusted to road conditions, ensuring maximum performance on the track. It also featured a communication control unit, CCU, allowing riders to log their performance data and fine-tune settings to match their preferences. This made the R1M one of the most track-capable production motorcycles ever, with riders able to tailor the bike's settings for optimal performance. 2017 R1 lightweight design and enhanced electronics. By 2017, Yamaha had refined the R1 even further. This model kept the core performance features introduced in 2015, but with several improvements in weight and electronic integration. The 2017 R1 featured an even lighter chassis, thanks to the extensive use of magnesium and titanium components, which made the bike more agile and responsive than ever. This year's model also came with updated electronics, including an improved quick shifter system that allowed for seamless upshifts and downshifts without the need for the clutch. Yamaha also introduced revised ride modes and enhanced the bike's throttle-by-wire system for better response. These adjustments gave riders more control over the bike's performance, with the flexibility to adapt to both street and track conditions with ease. The 2017 R1 was celebrated for its balance of high performance and advanced technology, maintaining its reputation as a leader in the superbike class. 2018 R1, continuing the legacy with minor tweaks. By 2018, the R1 was firmly established as a leader in the litter class category. Yamaha didn't need to make dramatic changes, but instead focused on refining the bike's existing features to offer an even smoother, more precise ride. The 2018 R1 received minor updates to its electronics and braking system, enhancing stopping power and stability during high-speed maneuvers. These adjustments made the R1 more manageable at extreme speeds, cementing its status as a top choice for both professional racers and passionate enthusiasts. Through these years, Yamaha had built an R1 that could meet the demands of modern riders, combining MotoGP-inspired electronics with an engine and chassis that delivered thrilling performance. With the 2015 redesign, Yamaha took a bold step forward, proving that they could integrate race-level technology into a consumer-friendly superbike without losing the essence of what made the R1 legendary. Each model in the 2010s was a testament to Yamaha's commitment to innovation and their understanding of what riders wanted: power, control, and adaptability. The R1's transformation in the 2010s showed that Yamaha was not just responding to industry trends, but actively setting them. By introducing features like the 6-axis IMU, lean-sensitive traction control, and electronically adjustable suspension, Yamaha ensured that the R1 would remain competitive in an increasingly technological world. As we approach the latest generation of R1 models, it's clear that this bike's legacy of performance and innovation is far from over. As the superbike world evolved, Yamaha knew the R1 had to keep up with the latest advancements in performance and technology. The most recent models, starting in 2019, marked a new era for the R1, pushing the boundaries of electronics, aerodynamics, and power delivery, while maintaining its iconic presence and unmatched agility. Yamaha continued refining the R1 to create a bike that could compete on the racetrack and perform exceptionally on the street. 2019 R1, refining power and aerodynamics. In 2019, Yamaha introduced a refined R1 model, focusing on aerodynamics, enhanced electronics, and an updated engine. This model featured more aggressive styling, with fairings inspired by Yamaha's YZF-R1 MotoGP bike. The redesigned bodywork improved airflow and reduced drag, helping the R1 cut through the air with even greater efficiency and stability at high speeds. Under the fairings, Yamaha made key updates to the 998cc crossplane crankshaft engine. These included new cylinder heads, fuel injectors, and revised intake systems, which improved the bike's power delivery and made it more responsive. Yamaha also fine-tuned the bike's ECU, allowing for better throttle response and greater adaptability across different riding modes. The 2019 R1 retained advanced features like the 6-axis inertial measurement unit, IMU, but with more precise calibration, allowing for even smoother control over traction, slide, and wheelie settings. With these refinements, the 2019 R1 continued to offer the exhilarating performance that riders expected, packaged in a design that was more aerodynamic and responsive than ever. 2020 R1, advanced technology and racing features. The 2020 Yamaha R1 was a major milestone, bringing MotoGP-inspired technology directly to consumers. Yamaha updated the R1's electronics package, adding a new brake control, BC system with 2 levels of cornering ABS, designed to enhance stability during aggressive braking maneuvers, especially in tight turns. This feature provided riders with extra confidence, allowing them to push the bike to its limits on the track while maintaining control. Yamaha also introduced a new engine brake management (EBM) system, which allowed riders to adjust the engine braking force in 3 levels. This feature gave riders more control over deceleration and helped maintain stability while entering corners at high speeds. With these updates, Yamaha was not only enhancing performance but also prioritizing rider safety and control, ensuring that the R1 remained a well-rounded machine for both professionals and enthusiasts. Another highlight of the 2020 model was the upgraded suspension system. Yamaha used KYB forks and a rear shock with revised settings for better stability and handling on different surfaces. This model also included a lightweight titanium exhaust and a redesigned fuel tank that improved weight distribution, making the bike feel more balanced and agile. TESA 2022 R1, minor tweaks and continued excellence. By 2022, the R1 had firmly established itself as a top competitor in the superbike category, and Yamaha made only minor updates to maintain its high performance. This model received adjustments to its electronics and suspension, allowing for smoother operation and increased stability at high speeds. Yamaha's engineers focused on refining the bike's rideability, making it more approachable for riders of varying skill levels without sacrificing the R1's thrilling performance. The 2022 model preserved the essential features that define the R1: the cross-plane crankshaft engine, the 6-axis IMU, and advanced electronic aids like traction control and slide control. These subtle tweaks ensured that the R1 continued to deliver an exhilarating experience, while the minor adjustments in electronics provided more consistent performance across different riding environments. Looking ahead, the legacy and future of the Yamaha R1. The latest R1 models have shown that Yamaha's commitment to innovation is as strong as ever. By incorporating cutting-edge technology from MotoGP, Yamaha has kept the R1 competitive in a world where technology is reshaping the motorcycle industry. From its aerodynamic design to its advanced electronics and powerful engine, the R1 continues to inspire awe and loyalty among riders. The Yamaha R1 isn't just a motorcycle. It's a symbol of excellence and a testament to Yamaha's dedication to pushing the limits of performance. With each new generation, the R1 not only upholds its legacy, but sets the bar even higher for what a superbike can be. And as Yamaha continues to develop this legendary model, riders and enthusiasts worldwide eagerly await what's next for the R1. Over 2 decades, the Yamaha R1 has cemented itself as one of the most iconic and respected superbikes in the world. From its groundbreaking debut in 1998 to the latest models packed with MotoGP-inspired technology, the R1 has consistently set the bar for power, agility, and innovation. Each generation reflects Yamaha's relentless pursuit of perfection, a blend of engineering prowess and the passion to deliver a thrilling ride for every enthusiast. The R1's evolution is more than just a history of technical upgrades. It's a legacy of pushing boundaries, adapting to new challenges, and staying ahead of the competition. As Yamaha continues to develop the R1, it's clear this legendary bike has no intention of slowing down. So which R1 generation is your favorite? Do you have a story about your experiences with Yamaha's flagship superbike? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this look at the evolution of the Yamaha R1, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with other motorcycle fans, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth motorcycle stories and histories. Tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and ride safe.